Well, thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. 71 degrees as you head out the door. The difference this morning from yesterday was that the Gulf air rolled back in, and we had a little fog yesterday. We have a little bit of fog again today, but it's fairly mild, and you're going to feel more and more humidity. It was not your imagination. Yesterday afternoon, we hit 96 degrees. Set a new record high for the day. We're supposed to be about 83 this time of year, and the old record was 89. Today our record is going to be right about there. So we are now at record-breaking temperatures, and the concern I have is, remember what happened, let's see, this winter, when we were in winter, Australia was in summer, right? Because it's the southern hemisphere. And what happened down there? It was brutal heat. Now, is that bubble of hot air moving into North America or northern hemisphere is something to consider. Well, and like I said, we have quarter-mile visibility in Kingsville, but at the airport we're doing well, and we're doing well out at Naval Air Station. We're looking at in the 70s right about now, most of the state in the 60s and comfortable 50s way up north. There is a little frontal system right along the central part of the state. Now out here in far west Texas, we begin with the transition. Now we're going to go look at some very windy and very warm weather coming up for the next couple of days. You can see how much of the Big Bend area and even parts of Arizona are under a fire weather warning. As far as we're concerned, we're not in that, but it's going to be very hot and very dry over the next couple of days other than Wednesday night. Now what we have today is generally fair skies, looking for a lot of sun, getting us up to about 85 because we don't have that dry west wind. We have the moist southeast wind, okay? There's that little frontal system I told you about. That's keeping North Texas a little bit more comfortable than we are, but everybody below that and all the way up to Austin, we're looking at temperatures well above normal. Now, this little system right here is a developing storm. It's going to be rolling through the Rockies in through Oklahoma, and when it passes here tomorrow night, being Wednesday night, there's a glimmer of hope for us, and beyond that, there's no more glimmer. Look at these high temperatures in the 80s and 90s throughout much of Texas today. Very unusual, a little bit too early if you ask me, but there's our stationary front, higher pressure. Okay, we talk about this in the summertime. The amount of high pressure is, determines how hot it's going to get. So when we see massive high pressure, which is now over northern Mexico, that is what's over us, and that's why we're going to be warming up and getting quite unusually warm. Now, this front doesn't do anything for us. That little storm does for North Texas, and the tail end of it drafts through our area this coming Wednesday. By Thursday, it's gone, and then we're looking for more dry weather. So we go from what, winter last week to the dead of summer right about now. Now, these two are not really frontal systems, they're wind shift lines, so hot into the mid 80s. Tomorrow is that one chance of showers because of the tail end of that front, and then after that, hot and dry into the 90s, and then this weekend also looks dry, staying in the mid 80s. That's your 7-day forecast. Here's Mike.
All right, thank you, Mac.